And Group A contenders India will hope that 2024 is their year to win first ICC World Cup, having been runners-up 3 times in 2020 T20 World Cup and the 2005 and 2017 50-over tournaments. Harmanpreet Kaur's side come into this event ranked 3rd in the world and have reached at least the semi-finals of the last 3 ICC Women's T20 World Cups. They take on New Zealand in the opening encounter on Friday.
With an eye on maiden World T20 trophy, Indian women's cricket team is all set for the 9th edition of the ICC T20 World Cup starting on October 3 in UAE. Led by Harmanpreet Kaur, the Indian team boasts of star players in their lineup: Smriti Mandhana, Jemimah Rodriguez and Renuka Thakur along others, adding to the firepower. India has seen a rather quiet build-up with no international matches for nearly 2 months before the showpiece event. The national team was last in action in the T20 Asia Cup final against Sri Lanka, but lost the marquee clash largely due to poor fielding and struggles against Spain. India arrived at its 15-member squad after months of significant tinkering. This involved workload management, motivated rotations, and trial and error with players of promise based on current form. The major problem for Indian women's team is that they have been unable to cross the final hurdle, be it the 2017 50-over World Cup or 2020 T20 World Cup final or 2022 Commonwealth Games final. Grouped alongside the White Ferns, defending champions Australia, reigning Asia Cup champion Sri Lanka and Pakistan, India will start their campaign under the lights on October 4 against New Zealand in Dubai. They then take on arch rivals Pakistan on October 6. They play Sri Lanka on October 9, while they last face Australia on October 13. India have participated in all 8 editions of the T20 World Cup but have never won the title. In 2009 and 2010, India was ousted in the semi-finals, while in 2012, 2014 and 2016, India could not go past the first round. In 2018 and 2023, India reached the semi-finals but could not go through to the final, and in 2020, India lost in the final. The women in blue have been among the better teams in recent times, but they are yet to lay their hands on the trophy. With tough competition ahead of them, India is set to go for glory and would want to clinch their maiden World Cup title. The wound of their semi-final exit in the 2023 edition is still fresh, and this year's tournament presents the perfect opportunity for retribution. If India can maintain composure and execute their plans effectively, this could finally be their year to lift the coveted T20 World Cup trophy. Sports Desk, DD India.
Alright, DD India's Narayan Singh joins us from the newsroom. Narayan, much awaited Women's World Cup kicks off. Match between Bangladesh and Scotland is going on. Australia are the defending champions and they have won the tournament 6 times. West Indies and England, they have won once each. But good tournament expected, intriguing matches are on the cards.
Definitely, Abhishek, if we take a look at the way, as you mentioned, that Australia are 6-time winners and they dominated the tournament right from the start. The first edition won by the New Zealand, but after that consequently we can say that in the different edition the dominance of Australia were clearly visible, and in the past 3 editions too they won the past 3 editions successively. So we can say that it's a tough team to beat, but the kind of cricket India recently has played and the kind of cricket, the kind of talent India has, definitely we are hoping that this time around they can be there in the final, and the near misses of the past, they can just banish those memories of the past where they went very close to the trophy but missed that trophy. And this time around we are hoping that definitely they will address the main things, especially that at the crucial juncture of the matches, faltering at that juncture. Definitely the way they have worked in the National Cricket Academy also, we are hoping that they try to address those issues, but this time around definitely India is looking one of the favorite and we are hoping that they will be there in the finals.
But Narayan, talking about the format, it remains the same. It was started in 2016, that was played in India. It's a round-robin format, but they have come out with a new smart replay system. Maybe quick decision, one of the big features?
Definitely, as we mentioned, that the format is same. There are 10 teams and earlier there were 8 teams and the 2 teams came after the qualification. Scotland is one of those teams, but we are hoping that this format is, as you mentioned, it's a round robin format. But the smart replay system, as you mentioned, that is a good initiative to reduce the margin of error in umpiring, especially when the third umpire and the Hawkeye operator will sit together, and the third umpire will get different images and a different, we can say that different way to look out the result of the on the Hawkeye. So we are hoping that definitely this is a good initiative. Also, the ICC is bringing multiple initiatives to make the match error-free, so more proper umpiring. And in the past, we saw that they brought many rules. In June in this year, they brought the more and more rules in the cricket so that they can bring it very close to the margin of no error. Definitely, this will help the cricketers. It will help the cricket to bring a better result, a better decision from the umpire. And in the past, we saw that the TV broadcast director used to be there in between the in between the third umpire and the Hawkeye operator. But the use of the team, the broadcast director, now we can say that there will be no need of that, as as you mentioned, this system will definitely help the players.
Narayan, talking about the games, I mean, like we mentioned, we discussed also Australia, they have won the tournament 6 times, England and West Indies once. But how do you see India's chances? I mean, India, they have a good group in the sense that they'll be playing against Australia, the defending champions. New Zealand is also in the same group. Then Sri Lanka and Pakistan also. But you think India also have a good chance? Harmanpreet Kaur said the other day that this is our best team ever at the T20 World Cup. How do you see India's chances?
Definitely, India is a well-oiled unit, as you mentioned, that as the captain Harmanpreet also said that it is one of the best team, and we have Rodriguez is there, Smriti Mandhana is there. Though so one of the, we can say, the few best batsmen in the world in the women cricket we have, and in the bowling to Dipti Sharma, she is one of the finest bowler, and many all-rounders too are there. So we are hoping that this team can lift this World Cup, considering the fact that as we earlier mentioned that the mental fragility that they has to come out of that thing, because in the past also last time around they lost in the semi-finals against Aussies, and in the Melbourne everyone know that the final, it was the epic final, but India lost that match. But we are hoping that they should learn from the mistakes of the past and should not repeat those mistakes. Otherwise, in terms of talent, in terms of quality, in terms of potential, this is one of the best team and can give a stiff challenge to the teams like Australia, England.
Absolutely, Narayan. Hope India does well. They'll start their campaign against New Zealand on Friday, that is tomorrow, and the match will start at 7:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time. We'll leave it at that. Thank you for your inputs, Narayan.